We're using the word replacement right now, and you alluded to it in your opening, Jules. It does mean we think that Alexander Isak is moving on then, and that deal's going to get done, right?
Well, yeah, I think that's the perception we get here in England. I was told today that the deal is very much on. Liverpool are ready to put another offer. We know that their first offer of £110 million was rejected by Newcastle, who won at least £130 million, which would obviously smash the record of highest transfer fee for a player in the Premier League. They are, I think, waiting for Newcastle to open the door a bit more. Newcastle are also looking for a second striker, whether that's Wissa. They still are quite keen, I think, on Wissa. It won't be Strand Larsen, who's too similar of a profile than Voltemade, as Ali just explained. Similar kind of player, certainly in terms of size. So Wissa potentially, but for Isak, who is ready and waiting to go to Liverpool, I think it makes him closer to Liverpool than certainly it was 2 days ago before Voltemade was signed.
We were starting to think it might not happen, Stevie, and it looks like it could. Alexander Isak to Liverpool.
Yeah, and the key being Voltemade. I mean, that really busts the door open. And it's interesting that Voltemade is kind of going to be in the situation that Isak was in when he came. You know, we didn't know that much about him. He'd played for Sweden. We knew he had potential. And he got a season to bed in at Newcastle without too much pressure on him. And Liverpool are going to buy the finished article. So I hope Newcastle fans give Voltemade a little bit of time, because it's going to take time. And if they do, the guy's got all the potential in the world. He can do pretty much everything. Now he's got to try and do it at the highest level over a period of time.
Let me follow up, because they were talking about it yesterday. If Isak is to come in, what happens with Ekitike?
I have no idea. I have no idea. This is what top-class management is about. Because not only are we talking about a guy in Ekitike who could not have started any better for Liverpool. And if you're Ekitike, you're looking over your shoulder now, which is going to be tough. It's not that's going to be a strange situation when Alexander, if he does, Isak walks in the dressing room and it's pleased to meet you. Ekitiki's going to be shaking his head, and then everybody else, apart from probably Salah, is going to think, well, hold on a minute, is this going to affect me? So this is going to be down to Arne Slot how he handles the players.
It's the old dominoes, by the way, because Isak is going to have to play.
Yep.
And so what happens with Ekitike? What happens with Cody Gakpo? What happens with Florian Wirtz? Because that's a decision that still needs to be figured out. What happens with Florian Wirtz? Do you change formation? Do you change the way that you approach the game? Do you change where players come from? And somebody's going to have to be sacrificed. And where do you start? Well, you're not going to start with Isak because you're making this big investment in the player. Florian Wirtz, I don't think you're going to sacrifice either, because you've already made that big investment. And so then you start looking at the players that actually have won a league title for you, and you're saying to Cody Gakpo, yeah, I don't think so. It's, to Stevie's point, this is managing. It's a great problem to have, mind you. It's a great problem to have. But this is where you, if you're Arne Slot, this is when you need to figure out how do these pieces all fit together, and how do we manage to win games consistently.